20th Joseph Mubiru Memorial Lecture this year was arguably the most attended in recent times, with President Museveni one of those first-timers. The theme was about financial markets failure and the lessons to be learned, therefore. From the start, it was clear free market economics and capitalism were on the operating table.
From the mid-30s until 1980, there were very few financial crises around the world. Once we began the period of liberalization in 1980, deregulation, in the next 30 years, there were more than 100 financial crises around the world.
So the markets were given too much freedom to thrive, and they did, but therefore failed under the weight of greed and profiteering. To some like Professor Mamdani, the discussant, it wasn't failure, but always existing imperfections where the would-be regulator, the state, is in connivance.
The tendency of the market, like that of the state, is to devour society. The challenge is to defend society against both the state and the market. Like the US, where the state feeds the greed of the banks, the state in Uganda has become the springboard of systemic corruption.
But President Museveni, a once-known socialist, defended capitalism as a driver of inevitable growth and transformation despite the market.
This is the strength of capitalism. Yes, the markets are imperfect, but there is freedom of initiative by the individual actor. Freedom of markets with adequate regulation. Professor Mamdani is saying no, regulation is not enough. We must do away with the capitalism.
Museveni used the example of Sudhir, the private proprietor of the hall where the debate was in Munyonyo. But that example could have been a tough sell.
Isn't Uganda benefiting from Sudhir here? He's employing about I don't know how many children he's employing here. Huh? Okay. Sudhir is employing Indians. Okay, let's assume Sudhir is employing Indians, whom he has imported from India. Whose tomatoes are they buying?
In a nutshell, die-hard proponents of free but less regulated markets have had a change of heart, while former proponents of socialism have embraced regulated capitalism. The world is a circle in as far as economic systems are concerned, and there is hardly any proof that any single one of those systems, from capitalism to communism and more, is foolproof. Samuel Setumba, NTV Business.